Hello, Cedar Crest kids, and happy Easter! Are you ready to celebrate? We have a lot of fun things planned for you today. How do you like my Easter hat? I am so ready for Easter. Although, I don't know if I should sing and dance with this hat. It might fly away outside. But I hope you're ready. I know there's lots of things you look forward to at Easter. Maybe special candy or painting eggs. But you know the most important thing, and the whole reason we celebrate Easter is because Jesus is alive. He didn't stay dead in that grave. He rose again and conquered sin for us. So when I say he is risen, you say he is risen indeed. Let's try it. He is risen. That was pretty good, but I think we could do better. Let's try it again. He is risen. Whoa! That was really good, guys. Good job. Are you ready to praise and worship the Lord today with your singing and hearing the word from Mrs. Adams? Let's do it, guys. He is risen. Awesome!
Jesus Messiah.
Jesus is alive. Empty cross, the empty grave. Life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. And oh, happy day. You washed my sin away. Oh, happy day. I'll never be the same.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter. We have so much to celebrate today, and we're so glad that you've chosen to celebrate with us. Cedar Crest families, we miss you so much, and we are longing for the day when we can worship together again. But in the meantime, we have some really fun stuff planned for you today. Now, the cool thing is, today is not just for the kids. This is a whole family experience. Teenagers, if you are in your room all by yourself, you go grab them and bring them out. Parents, we're gonna have some fun stuff for you too. So pause this if you want to. If you need to go grab your family and bring them back, because we're gonna start in about 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, now that everybody's here, we're gonna start with a really fun game, okay? This game is going to involve peeps. Now, it's gonna involve your peeps, your family, and it's gonna involve those nasty little candy peeps. Now, I know that that's gonna be an unpopular opinion with some of you. Some of you love those, and that's fine. You can eat them. I think they're gross. How about you guys? Thumbs up if you think peeps are delicious. Thumbs down if you're with me and you think they're gross. Okay, well, it really doesn't matter how you feel about eating them because we're just gonna be playing with them and it's gonna be fun no matter if you like them or not. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna divide your family into 2 teams. Now you can name these teams Team A or Team B, or you can get super creative and you can be like the Peeptastics or the Peeple, whatever. Like, you guys name your teams. No fighting or arguing, after all, this is Easter. Come back with your team names, and then this is what you're going to do. You're gonna take 2 peeps, and you're gonna take 2 toothpicks, and you're gonna stick the toothpick in your peeps, and they're gonna face each other, but not too close, on a paper plate or another plate that can go in the microwave, and then you're gonna stick them in the microwave for 45 seconds. And you're gonna watch and see which peeps joust or lightsaber or whatever you decide your weapon of choice is, which one touches the other peep first, and that is the winning peep. Okay, so go in there, look, see who's wins, and then take pictures of it. You can tag us on Facebook or just put it on our kids' Facebook page so we can see pictures of the winning team and your team name with your winning peep. Are you ready? Pause the button and go. Okay, how did that go? I can't wait to see your pictures and to hear which team won from your family. I hope it worked out great. If you want to eat them, I mean, that's up to you, but I wouldn't want to ruin my Easter. We're having so much fun here, and speaking of fun, we're going to play another game. Now, for this game, you can either play it as teams again, you can keep your same teams or mix it up, or you can play every man for himself. Now, if you're gonna play it that way, each person needs their own laundry basket or some kind of basket, maybe even your Easter basket if you want to empty it out. And you need a big pile of socks. Now, each sock needs to have a match. So if you're like my family, this might take you a little while to find enough socks and matches for this game, okay? Or you can play it in teams, and that way you only need 2 baskets. So we're gonna pause the video in just a minute and let you go get those things, but let me give you the instructions for the game before you go, okay? So you're gonna set your baskets up at the end of your room, whatever room you're doing it in. Make sure that they're equal distance from all of you people. And then you're gonna have a pile of your socks. Now you need to unmatch them and make a big pile, kind of shake them up so that they're all mixed around. And then we're gonna have a video on here that's a 1-minute countdown. When you start that countdown, you take turns if you're a team, or if it's every man for himself, you go at once. and you have to find a match, find the sock that matches this sock, put it together kind of like an Easter egg, and throw it into the basket. And then at the end of that 1 minute, count up how many pairs of socks or eggs are in your basket, and that team is the winner, okay? We're gonna pause this so you can go get your baskets, decide how you wanna play, get your socks, and then come back. All right, you got all your stuff, everything's lined up, then we are ready to go. And we're gonna start the 1 minute countdown for the Easter egg throwdown in 3, 2, 1. That was wild. I can't wait to see who won that game. Now, I have a question. Did you play with clean socks or dirty socks? I hope you played with clean socks and that you weren't throwing dirty socks at your family. But here's the thing. Whoever was the winner, this is what you get. You get to put all the socks away. I'm just kidding. Parents, make sure whoever was the winner gets some kind of special treat, maybe one of those Peeps if you haven't eaten them all yet. We have so much to celebrate today. Easter is such an exciting time. You know, maybe you're thinking you don't know what Easter is all about, and that's okay. We're going to talk more about it in a little while. But I will tell you this. On Friday, just a couple days ago, in history, that's the day that Jesus died. He died on the cross for all our sins. That was the saddest day in history. But today, Sunday, is the gladdest day in history because Jesus rose from the dead and he is not dead anymore. So we have so much to be incredibly excited about. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to take all that excitement, and on the next screen are going to be some choices for you to pick from of a challenge that you can do to spread a little Easter joy and cheer to your neighbors or someone that you love in your family, or maybe someone that just comes to your heart and mind that you think might need a little cheering up today. Are you ready? Go.
Happy Easter, Mrs. Adams.
Ah, see? Even Miss Brianna took the challenge and she wished me a happy Easter. I'm sure that whoever you just blessed was really encouraged by that. Now, there's a lot more to be happy about at Easter time than just chocolate bunnies or peep jousting or even sock games. Like we said before, the happiest day in history is today when Jesus rose. But do you know what? That laundry that you were just messing around and playing with, we could actually use that laundry to tell the greatest story ever told. Watch this.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and his disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with his friends, he told them that he would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Okay, listen, I'm like old, like 49 years old. And I've heard that story every year of my life and lots of times in between. And it never ceases to amaze me and just give me so much joy and hope. Jesus is alive, and Jesus died for me and for my sin. And because he died and because he rose again, I can fill in the blank. I can love other people because Jesus died for me. I can forgive other people because Jesus died for me. I can ask for forgiveness because Jesus died for me. How about you as a family? Can you think of some things that you can do as a family and as individuals because of what Jesus has done for you? Take a few minutes and answer these questions together as a family. I can. I love conversations like that because it helps us so much to look at the past and see what God has already done to give me hope and confidence to trust him for what's happening now and what's going to happen in the future. Do you guys find that's true? We have a lot right now that seems kind of up in the air. Will we be able to go to Aunt Sally's? Were we going to be able to have this wedding or a picnic or a party? What about school? There's so many things we don't know, but you know what we do know? We know that Jesus is alive and that he loves us. And those kinds of conversations as families help us to stay focused and to have our hope and our faith grounded, solid in Jesus and what he's done for us. Now, I hope you spend the rest of today making more amazing memories as a family. And here's one more challenge to help you do that. And listen, it's not just us, kids' families, that are having this challenge. It's the whole Cedar Crest Church. Your challenge right now is to find the person in your family that's tech savvy, okay? Who's it? Is it, I know in the Diley family, it's Mr. Diley. Who is it in your family? Point to the tech person. It's not Mr. Adams, I can guarantee you that. Find the techie person, then all of you go outside. You can be in your jammies, you can be in your Sunday Easter dresses, and take a family picture, and then go to the Cedar Crest Facebook page. Not just the kids page, but the whole church page, and find the post there to post your picture of your family on Easter. We love you guys. We miss you so much. We are thrilled to be able to have spent this time together this morning, and we hope to see you again very soon on FaceTime or in person. Love you. Bye.